Everybody, this is Alison England from Becket, Massachusetts. You met me last month when I was reading some books for the Becket Athenaeum and for the children of Becket and Washington. And this month I am back with some beautiful books from Native Americans and about Earth Day and some incredible things. So I've got two books for you today. The first one is called Giving Thanks, a Native American good morning message. Now, how do you give thanks? In the theater, and for me, I give thanks because I live in Becket. I see the trees, I'm around wood, I'm around animals, I'm around history, I'm around beauty, I'm around ponds and beavers and deer. Do you know that when I live and work in New York City, I'm not around any of that. I'm around subways and buses and people and dogs and more people and buildings and concrete. And this beautiful book is about everything that Mother Earth gives us that we can give thanks for. Now, the beautiful thing about American Indian tradition is that they call all the things that we might call sun and moon, and they actually call them as a part of a family, like Mother Earth and Father Sky, and the trees they call the Tree Nation. Isn't that fabulous? I love it. The tree forepaws are like my cat or my dog, right? And the four winds. So the Native American culture has everything to do with everything we see being one family. So let's get into it, shall we? So you can see here is the cover, Giving Thanks, a Native American good morning message. And look, can you see the geese like we have in Becket and the mountains? And you see the beautiful Native American man and his family with their raised hands giving thanks, and the deer and the river, all of this. You see, we really are one thing, one energy, one spirit, one creative force, and we're all a part of it. It's like we're all in one stream swimming together. This is something that I really love when I am working and I am talking to people, I'm making speeches around the world, I'm teaching young artists or older artists. Now, here is the author's note. This is a turtle. I dedicate this book to our children of today and of future generations, for friends and family who helped make this book possible. The author of this book is Chief Jake Swamp, and it is illustrated by Erwin Printup Jr. Giving Thanks. Here is the Chief's note. The words in this book are based on the Thanksgiving address, an ancient message of peace and appreciation of Mother Earth and all her inhabitants. These words of thanks come to us from the native people, known as the Haudenosaunee, also known as the Iroquois, or Six Nations: Mohawk, Oneida, Cayuga, Onagada, Seneca, and Tuscarora. The people of the Six Nations are from upstate New York and Canada. And I will tell you something really cool, okay? I lived in New York City before I came to Becket, and I still work there. And I lived at Dyckman and Broadway. And right above Dyckman, to the north of Dyckman, is Inwood. And in Inwood are all the Native American caves from back when the Native Americans sold New York to the Dutch. And those caves are still there in New York City. We're going to talk in the future about us getting a group of people to go so I can host people in New York and show you the caves. So that's what the chief is talking about here. The people of the Six Nations are from upstate New York and Canada. These words are still spoken at ceremonial and governmental gatherings held by the Six Nations. Children, too, are taught to greet the world every morning by giving thank you to all living things. What do you give thanks for every morning? Before you eat, do you give thanks for your mommy or your daddy or your husband or your wife or your children or your dog or your cat or your bird? Let me know, okay? Send me a message through the Becket Athenaeum and let me know. They learn that according to Native American tradition, people everywhere are embraced as family. You are my family, I am yours. Our diversity, like all the wonders of nature, is truly a gift for which we are thankful. And this is the chief's note right here. There's always an author's note to every book, so let's go. There is the sun coming up in the morning, the papoose on his mama's back, the family. And it says, to be a human being is an honor, and we offer thanksgiving for all the gifts of life. Mother Earth, we thank you for giving us everything we need. What do you get from Mother Earth? Water, energy, rain, family, herbs, shelter, trees for making homes, for making fire, right? Beautiful. Thank you, deep blue waters around Mother Earth, for all the force that takes thirst away. All living things, right? Thank you for you are the force, Mother Earth, that takes thirst away from all living things, right? We give thanks to green grasses that feel so good against our feet for the cool beauty you bring to Mother Earth's floor. Have you ever run around in bare feet in the grass? I do it all the time. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. What do you see there? Thank you. Good food from Mother Earth, our life sustainers, for making us happy when we are hungry. Fruits and berries. We thank you for your color and sweetness. We are all thankful to good medicine herbs for healing us when we are sick. So what do you see there, guys? Right? Nuts and squash. And what's this? Yes, corn, berries, pears. What's that? We see it in the fall. Yeah. Clouds. We're about to have rain in Becket tonight. Beautiful. And look, the mom is looking at all the beautiful things. What herbs do you actually get that can heal you? Do you know that eucalyptus bark and leaf, if you boil it in water and you smell it, it can actually help you with a cold, or if you have a chest cold? Eucalyptus, also peppermint oil from the earth. You can put it on your temples and your third eye when you have a headache or the back of your neck. So the Indians always used herbs, like many of the Bushmen people in the south of Africa. Oh, look how beautiful. This looks like Becket Beach with all the geese. Thank you, all the animals in the world, for keeping our precious forests clean. All the trees in the world, we are thankful for the shade and the warmth you give us. Thank you, all the birds in the world, for singing your beautiful songs for all to enjoy. There's a beautiful song in Sweeney Todd that Stephen Sondheim wrote called Greenfinch and Linnet Bird, the birds of the world, right? Greenfinch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? Oh, it's beautiful. How do you jubilate sitting in cages, never taking wing? Now look at this. We give thanks to you, gentle four winds. Look at that, the winds. Do you see? And the bear, deer, jaguar, moose, moon, the four winds, right? For bringing clean air for us to breathe from the four directions, north, south, east, and west. Thank you, Grandfather Thunder Beings. So what's that, everybody? Grandfather Thunder Beings, for bringing rain to help all living things. I love the rain. Do you see? Oh, and my favorite bird in the Lakota Indian tradition, hummingbird represents joy. So whenever you see a hummingbird in the native Indian Lakota tradition, it means that you are going to experience great joy. This is Thunder Being, right? Grandfather Thunder Being, send the rain that grows the flowers, that brings the birdies. Elder brother, son. You see how everything's one family? Butterfly is indicated in the Native American tradition as renewal. Elder brother, son, we send thanks for shining your light and warming Mother Earth. Thank you, Grandmother Moon. Isn't it wonderful? The moon is our grandmother. Grandmother Moon, for growing full, glowing and growing full every month to light the darkness for children and sparkling waters. What are they doing? The salmon leap in the gorge and the waterfall, and they really come out at night. So the native people go to fish at night. Thank you, Grandmother Moon. Can you see her? Look. We give thanks, twinkling stars, for making the night sky so beautiful and for sprinkling morning dewdrops on the plants. You can hear my kitty cat. He wants to come in. Almost. Oh, this is beautiful. Spirit protectors of our past and present, we thank you for showing us ways to live in peace and harmony with one another. So we know that when people pass on, they go on to a new place, but they continue. Do you see the spirit protectors? Right? And most of all, thank you, Great Spirit, for giving us all these wonderful gifts so we will be happy and healthy every day and every night. And look at this, my dears. Do you see the fire? What is this bird? That's an eagle. And in the Native American tradition, eagle is Great Spirit. So here is Great Spirit or God or Creator. And this is Grandmother Moon. And these are the spirit protectors that watch over us like angels. And they're always with us. Isn't that beautiful? And here is the writer, right? And the illustrator, Chief Jake Swamp and Erwin Printup Jr. Giving thanks, Native American, good morning message. So go look in your room, go look in your house, and give thanks. And tell your mom and dad, your husband or wife, your friends at school, I'm giving thanks. See you later. I'm thankful for Becket. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for the Athenaeum. I'm thankful for glasses and hats when I run, and my kitty cats and my daughter, my voice, my talent, and being able to share all of that with you. Bye-bye, everybody.